We're here today just at the range. Gonna do some rifle zeroing and shoot some long range rifle today. Got to stay in practice, so we're out here in beautiful area and we're going to do some training. So first off, we're going to warm up with some offhand shooting at about 100 yards. Not a big deal. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Very nice. Still as accurate as ever. Let's go for some targets that are a little bit further, about between 175 and 200, maybe 300, 400. Yeah, a couple of shots here. $175. Way out there, 200. And I think there's one more at about 250. Nice solid hits. Very nice. Very nice. So that'll do it for today. We just started by zeroing in at 50 yards, and I did it in such a way that it's called a 10-yard 50-0. And what that is you basically set a target at 10 yards in front of you, and you zero in about an inch and a quarter below point of aim. So you aim up here, and when you're about an inch and a quarter, your impact is about an inch and a quarter low, that means you're zeroed in at 50. Now the beautiful thing about zeroing in at the 50 as opposed to 100, the 50 and the 200 will hit if you zero in at 50. In other words, if you have a target at 50 and you have another target at 200, you'll hit the 50, and then you'll come down at the curvature of the projectile ballistics, and you'll hit the 200 again. And you're about 2 to 3 inches just above at the 100, which is in the middle, and then you come back on line and on target at the 200. So that's what's pretty cool. You always want to zero that. And if you look at online, there are targets that you can use to download and print, set them at 10 yards, and do exactly what I just said, is that shoot an inch and a quarter below from point of aim, and then you'll be good at 50 and 200. Now, it's not an exact science depending on your ballistic coefficient of your bullets. Hopefully you have a chronograph, but it should get you somewhere in there to be able to hit maybe a 10-inch steel dinger at about 50, and then back again at 200. So anyway, great fun day today, and a great range, and we'll come back and do it again another day. Okay, so we're headed out to the range today, the private range that I usually shoot at. They're doing work on it. We're building some construction and stuff, so I decided, well, let's just go have some fun at a public range, which is kind of interesting because usually you turn into an instructor when you go to a private range. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Not that I want to, but people always ask questions, and I'm like, well, hey, they figure out who you are, and then they want to just kind of get some advice. So I never turn people down. It's always fun. But anyway, we're headed out to a range, and we'll do some rifle, pistol, and some shotgun, and we'll have a lot of fun. So we'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. We're going to give it a shot with some rifle. Some of these guns are extremely loud, which makes it fun when you come to a range. Definitely with other people's rapport. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it out. Cool. First round, not bad. That's about 175 or something like that. I'm gonna take a little bit further up the hill this time. Try them a little bit further up. About 200 up there. Of course, this is all non-supported. Here we go again. Go a little bit higher up on the hill. So it would be good. A few hundred solid hits again. All right, we're gonna go for wolf ammunition now. Here we go. See how we do with the wolf. Cannot miss, not bad ammo at all. Okay, XM 193 American Eagle. Let's see how that does. Here we go. Bad. 100% accuracy on that thing. Impressive for a factory bullet. Not bad. Here's the fun part, collecting all the spent casings so that you can reload them according to your own spec. That's always the fun part. Okay, loading up the last batch of American Eagle XM 193 55 grain full metal jacket. This will be the end of our rifle practice today. We shot all the way up to about 250 to 300. So let's see how we do. This is all offhand shooting, of course. Nothing supported. Let's give it a shot. Here we go, last 20 rounds. Oops. About 250. 300. Way back there. There it is. Let's finish off here. About 200. Fun session today. Let's go do some other type of shooting. Okay, now we're going to try a little bit of stress relief with the shotgun. Turn it around again. I can throw it a little bit. There it is. And quite a bit lower on this thing. Oh, we got it. That one got away. Try it again. Nope, right below. All right, we're gonna do one more box and then that's gonna be about it because my shoulder is about out and a little bit warm out here today. So, load this thing up again. More. I think that was it. Okay, here we go. Nice little practice round. And again, here we go. Shot again. Fun stuff. Right over. Try it again. Got it that time. Blasted it out of the sky. Again, right above it. A chunk of it there. There we go. Nice slam. Oh, we're out of rounds. That usually fun stuff when that happens. Okay, last 3 rounds. Here we go. Of the RHINO Tactical Stress Relief Department. It's a new SRD. It's a new thing that we started. That was a lot of fun. We finished out very accurate, shooting them all out of the air. But again, very, very hard on the shoulder. So until next time, let's go shoot some pistol. Okay, we are here on the pistol range now. Let's see what we can do here. We've got the 40 cal ready to go, our Glock, with some garbage blazer ammo. So let's go to shot. It's still plus B, and I also have some Winchester 40 S&W, 180 grain. So let's have some fun with this. Fun gongs. Make them ring, make them ring. Some of these targets are so damn small that they don't even gong at all. That's what I'm saying. It's terrible. Pretty funny. Okay, here we go again. Got some people that know me watching, which is kind of funny, but that's the way it is. Blazer, Winchester. A little more. All right, now we're going to try some right-handed and left-handed. So let's just do right-handed. Right. Handed. Okay, let's try it again left-handed, see if the gun functions. Still malfunctions. Interesting. about does it for today. Let's go home and relax now. Well, that was a lot of fun going to a public range. I don't often get to do that because I usually am on a private range, or I'm training police or military on their private ranges. And you know, I'm out here doing some work in a different state away from Oregon, and training people as well for RHINO tactical and for military stuff. And don't often get to go to a public range, but it's neat to go and shoot with the public. And it's kind of funny. It always usually turns into an instructor session, which a volunteer, if I ever go to public ranges, where people see you shoot and then they're like, oh, who's this guy? And it attracts a lot of attention, which you don't want the attention, but then you end up training people because they ask you for advice and you reveal who you are, and they have funny ways of telling you, like they'll say, that camera you use, is that for personal or for a media? I normally don't take a camera to a public range or anything, but today I thought it would be fun to show you guys just me having fun. And so when I say, no, actually I'm the owner of RHINO Tactical and I'm a tactical trainer, and then they're like, oh, that's right, we know you, hey, and I'm like, I'm Jimmy, and like, yes, Jimmy, and all this stuff from RHINO Tactical, and that they see me on, and like I said, it ends up being fun because I love teaching people, no matter it's for hire or for volunteer. I like making people happy because people should be better shooters, they should be safer shooters, they should be more efficient shooters, and not a lot of instructors are out there who like to train people and train them well, which I'd love to do that. So anyways, you saw me today shoot some rifle, pistol, and shotgun, and I hope you enjoyed just a little fun session that I had shooting rifle up to about, I don't know, 315, 350 yards, and shooting my shotgun, my police, it's a Mossberg, actually home defense, it wasn't even my police Remington, and that gun was tricky. A lot of little issues that gun had is shooting, I had to aim like 3 inches low to hit the bird. It's pretty funny, but then again, we finished off with some cool pistol, and that's where I met a lot of the people that I met. So if you like our channel, please consider you know, subscribing so we can keep bringing this stuff to you guys. And we hope you enjoy the material that we give you guys, and stick with us, and we'll see you on the next one.